Welcome to GlobeTrotter. I'm John Haggins. I'm here in Paris, and Paris is magical. The food, the histoire, the wines. I mean, what else can you ask for? This is Paris. I'm at the Warwick Hotel, where the service is superb, the food is superb. It's like family. You're going to absolutely love it here. So I'm going into the Warwick. What is France without the histoire and the Warwick Hotel here on Champs-Élysées? And I'm sitting with Ali Afshar, and he is the regional manager of the Warwick Hotel, and he's going to tell me all about it.
Well, our hotel, the Warwick Paris, was built in 1982, and we are a four-star hotel. We have 149 rooms. We have one restaurant, one bar, meeting facilities, and we have the lock, and we are fortunate to be just one step from the Champs-Élysées Avenue.
Which is fantastic. You also have some balconies, I think on the lower floors, is that correct?
Yes, we have all our first floor are with balconies, and all our room from the 5th floor up to the 8th floor are with magnificent terrace with a view on the Eiffel Towers.
Now, the largest suites, what do they contain? What's in the largest suites?
Which our presidential suite is located on the 8th floor. It's 120 square meters with a direct view on the Eiffel Towers, with a magnificent terrace outside where we can dine, where you can receive friends and you can have meetings. And you have a beautiful, nice bed, a very French style with a baldaquin, what we call it, and a beautiful, of course, bathroom with a jacuzzi on it, and all the marble facilities that you can find in our type of hotels.
Sounds beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And the smaller suites, what are they like?
Actually, we have junior suites. They are not small. They are around 40 square meters, which is above the average for 4-star and 5-star hotels in Paris. And they are also decorated with a very modern and contemporary style. And of course, our rooms are fitted with all the facilities, with marble, bathrooms, connected TV, and all the services that you can have in a 4-star hotel, 24 hours room service, and in-house butler and laundry service, of course.
So it's luxurious, it's wonderful. And wall hangings, beautiful wall hangings. You know, and I think also one of the things you have, which, you know, every hotel has, is internet. And you definitely need internet because you have to communicate with the outside world.
Of course, this has been one of our major enhancement and project for the last few years, as our clients are more and more demanding and expecting a very high quality of internet. So now we have moved to fiber optical internet in all our rooms.
Do you have more tourists or more business clients?
In our location, I would say we have half-half, because you cannot be in Paris, first capital, first visited city in the world, and not saying I have tourist clients. So of course we have 50% of our clients are tourists coming all over the world, from America, from South America, from Far East. And we have our businessmen, of course, which they love the location, downtown Paris. After a long day of work, what would be great to have a view on the Eiffel Tower, have a drink in our top roof bar.
So you have two bars, one on the ground level and then the top floor.
Depending on the season, we have two bars. That's correct. During summer, we have two bars.
Right.
We have bar located on our rooftop, and also in our main lobby. And the rest of the year, during winter and autumn season, we have our lobby bar.
I'm here at the bar at the Warwick, and Cassandra makes the most wonderful designer drinks, and she's going to make two for me today.
What you prefer, John?
A fantastic French drink. What can you make that's French?
The French cocktail. My favorite French cocktail is is a Napoleon. Napoleon is a
Napoleon.
specialty in Warwick, Paris.
Right? And that's essential. You have to have a French Napoleon drink. So how do you prepare it? What do you include in it?
This is a liquor mandarin.
You know what I love about champagne?
Yes.
Is the fact that it comes from France. And a little ice. A lot of ice. And then a slice of orange.
Orange.
2 slices of orange.
Slice,
Okay.
yes. And champagne.
And the orange is sliced very thin. Have you tried this drink? Really?
Yes,
And you love it?
I love it.
Oh my. And what is the flower? Is it a rose petal? Looks like a rose petal. Fantastic. And this is the drink. This is the Napoleon, and you can get it here at the Warwick. Chantez.
This is daiquiri. This is a dry cocktail.
Dry?
Yes.
What does that mean, dry?
Rum and little sugar and fresh lime.
Oh, that's a sugar. Okay. Wow. I'm anticipating this refreshing daiquiri. It's a dry cocktail.
Ice.
Ice, always. And then what do? Shake it up after?
Yes.
Ooh, the shaker. And that ice was just to chill the glass. Rum and coca. Nice. I love the color too.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Superb. When you come to Paris, you have to stay at the Warwick, and even to visit the Warwick. And Cassandra makes the best designer drinks in the world.
Our main strength is our staff. We work in our hotel. We even not work. We are passionate. We come to this hotel every day with a passion as a family. We take care of our clients as we take care of our own family. We take care of our facilities if it's our own. So this is our spirit in our hotel. We're all a great family. We're 120 employees in this hotel, and we don't have much turnover, which is quite rare for a hotel in Paris. And this is really our strength. It's the quality of the service that we want to provide to our guests, to feel them at home. Away from home to feel it at home.
I think that's one of the things that Warwick stands for.
Exactly.
Quality. And also knowing when you come to a Warwick hotel, you're going to get the service that you deserve, that you require, and you'll return. You know what I think is also so great? It's because it's near Champs-Élysées, which is probably like a half a block in American style, but there's so many shops and so many restaurants nearby as well, and lots of offerings. And right down the street you got the Arch of Triomphe, which is amazing, and then that tunnel that goes right into it. Exactly. So you save yourself from getting killed by the traffic.
Exactly. And as you mentioned, with all the shops that we have in this area, luxury shop, we have Louis Vuitton, we have Cartier, we have Avenue de Montaigne with Christian Dior, Gucci. All the biggest brands are all in walking distance. This is one of our strengths. Is of course the location. It's also a DNA of our group of hotels. So John, for your last experience to end our conversation, would you like to have some champagne with me?
Well, Paris is no Paris without champagne, so let's have it.
Very good.
I love the shape of the bottles too, it's...
So this is a rosé champagne. As you know, we have different type of champagnes, and one of my favorite is rosé champagne.
Ah.
So this is not the yellow, white one that we are used to have, but it's a rosé champagne.
And champagne can only be called champagne if it's from France.
Champagne can only come from.
Voila, now that's the sound of freshness. This is magical. Perfecto. I love it. I love hearing the bubbles.
To the Warwick.
Absolutely.
And to our
Health.
health.
Yes.
Santé.
Salute. Oh, the bubbles. Love it. Is this one of the offerings for guests when they come into the
Of
hotel?
course, this is part of the VIP treatment that we extend to our customers when they book suites and for our regular and members of our Warwick Journey loyalty programs.
Welcome, very happy to welcome you.
Thank you so
Large
much.
pleasure. Please.
You know, the Warwick offers incredible food. I'm sitting here with Chef Ludwig and also the restaurant manager and food and beverage manager. And his name is Yves, like Yves Montand, you know, very French. And it's very exciting to be here. And you were saying that your wines, for instance, you pour in the big magnums.
Yes, essentially in Magnum. We serve the wine by glass, only by Magnum. You have different Magnum here, five white and 5 red.
And then what you have to do is you have to finish the whole wine. You don't leave any because then the restaurant chases you out into the street, right?
Right.
That's fantastic.
That's right. That's it.
So this is the red wine.
Yes, the name is Croz Hermitage by the Delas house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so good wine of Vallée du Rhône, the land of Paul Bocuse.
Yes. Interesting. I love the name Domaine,
Domaine.
which is like ranch. Yeah.
So important for us.
It's wonderful. Aren't you going to have a glass?
Ah yes, your reason.
S'il vous plaît.
And the chef also.
You know what I think is so wonderful is the wines of France are so special because of the terroir.
Terroir.
And I understand the food, for instance, is about terroir, where it grows. You know, for instance, let's toast to France.
Just welcome, John.
Welcome.
Ah, merci beaucoup.
Merci.
That's the limit of my French.
You know, you have one very nice flower.
Nice bouquet. For the restaurant, what do you prepare here? Is it fusion or is it typical French food?
Typical French food.
Typical French.
Traditional.
Well, if you come to France, you should eat French food. I mean, it seems so natural. You are the beverage
Yeah.
manager.
Yeah.
And your wines are all French, is that right? You don't do any other wines from anywhere else?
No,
Yeah.
only of
That makes sense. I mean, you're in France, why not just have French wines?
We prepare one super menu,
Cocktails.
6 dishes. We start with aperitif with cocktail, and after the different wine go with the dish of the chef. We respect the wine with the dish of the chef.
So you do wine pairings, in other words, with the dishes. Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, that's the kind of thing that you need, you know. And also it's an education, you know, for people to learn to pair wines with whatever the course is.
The chef prepares a different dish, and I try the dish, and I go downstairs when to go in the cellar.
The wine cellar.
Wine cellar, and I show the bottle. I open the bottle, and I'm sure it's good combination with the dish of the chef. You know.
So you're a sommelier. Oh my God, you have so many titles, I can't believe it. Oh, my brain is going like, that's amazing. I mean, the fact is you're the manager, you're the, you know, the food and beverage manager, it's overwhelming. I don't know how you do all
You
this.
know, this morning I prepare breakfast also.
Oh my God.
No,
So
no.
you never sleep?
Oh no, never. We have time for sleep.
Oh. But you know, it's a wonderful thing because the hotel is not that large. It's sort of,
No.
it's not a boutique hotel, but it's
No.
still manageable.
No,
And I
yes.
think that's the most important
And
thing.
we work with the heart. Really,
Passion.
Yes, passion.
Passion.
Yeah.
Really, it's not hard for us because we work with the heart.
Too. When I think of Paris, I think of Gene Kelly and Leslie Caron, you know, the movie where they're doing this
That
whole
is
dance down Champs-Élysées, and it's just, it's so romantic. It's romantic. The wines are romantic,
Yes.
you know, and I think dining here is romantic. This beautiful dish is foie gras cosmetage. This is a good combination. This is a good combination with a good wine, yes?
Ah yes. With the gros hermitage. You know, because the marmalade of shallots is she's cooking with the gros hermitage. And you remember you have the young pigeon and the foie gras
Oui, oui.
and the sweet bread of veal.
It's a gelatin. Do I mix together? Well, actually, you know what it looks like? It looks more like a, oh dear, this is wonderful. My God, fabulous.
And please try the association with the red wine. And you have the best job of the world.
Well, you know what? You have the best job of the world. Because you get to go to all the vineyards and taste all the great wines. And you with the
I'm
food.
so excited because the chef won the 4th prize for his foie gras cosmetage.
Ludwig, my God, and Eve, what a combination. You're making the best combinations of great wines from France. You're making the best cuisine, Ludwig, from France. And it's French as opposed to the fusion food that people do, and it's like, in between. But this is very specific. And since you won, you came in as 4th place on this, which is fantastic, the foie gras. It's fantastic, fantastic. And you know what I love? The flavor. I mean, I'm getting all kinds of senses from it. It's just absolutely amazing. I've never had anything like it.
No? Never?
Never. And I don't lie either.
We are very happy to be here for your first time.
C'est magnifique.
C'est magnifique, c'est la France.
Oui, oui.
Try it with the wine, John.
What do you think I'm doing?
Cheers.
Well, you haven't had a sip of wine yet.
I did. You missed it.
Yes. Ah.
Ah, vive la France! Fantastic. And what's next?
What's next?
Le carré d'agneau, polenta poêlée avec une tombée d'oignons blancs des Cévennes.
So,
How fantastic.
lamb chops with, shallots, small onions of les Cévennes. It's one region of France. Et quoi, c'était quoi, oui?
Polenta.
Right. And you know polenta?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And cheese fry.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's good to be in France, I must tell you. It's good to be here at the Warwick.
Good job, chef.
You know, you have the leaves, and when they're dry, they give off a fragrant bouquet. They also add good flavor.
Very nice.
And the chef cook with the team. It's a specialty of the south of France.
It's adds a little touch, a little something extra. I think it's really wonderful. And then next comes the lamb. Nothing I love more than little lamb chops. Oh my God. Beautiful. And I also like the fact that you didn't overcook them. You just sort of sauteed them as opposed to overcooking. Exactly. And a little salt and pepper. Do you add the onions to the dish, or is it just when you're cooking for the flavor? Whoa, how delicious. I like it because it's not overcooked. It still has the juices. Oh, the flavor is spectacular. I also love the crust on it. It's just really good where it's been sauteed. Makes a lot of sense. It's the best.
Okay.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
The polenta is topped with fresh shrimp. Oh, so delicious. What I love most about French cuisine is its freshness.
Voila! What's so amazing is the color. The color is very natural, very pure, and amazing. Oh my God, just talking about, I don't need to talk about this, I need to eat it. I can't say which dish is better than the other because they're all fabulous. This is why everyone needs to come to the Warwick and dine with you, because you make exquisite dishes. Unbelievable. I always say, what could be better than that? There are no words. It's fabulous. That's a national Black expression. I think you understand it, though. This has been a most enjoyable experience. I thank you so much. Ludwig, you've been absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
And I wish you lots of luck with your restaurant, your fabulous dishes, and more people have to come and share my experience here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your coming.
Thank you, and au revoir. See you again.
Oui, au revoir.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Welcome to GlobeTrotter. I'm John Haggins. I'm here in Champs-Élysées, and this is Paris. It's where everybody comes, and it's very special because you can shop until you drop. Also, there's great dining, and the people here are absolutely fantastic. I love it here. It's histoire.
The weather is perfect for l'amour, l'amour. Love is in the air on Champs-Élysées. I stumbled upon this band and they were performing in front of a church. This is one of the best views of the River La Seine. You can't go to Paris without visiting Notre Dame. The left bank has so many historical cafes, such as Café Le Fleur and the Douze Magots. Café Le Fleur has been a cultural hangout for as long as I can remember. Many artists have hung out there.
This is Paris, and this is the Arch of Triomphe. What is Paris without the Arch of Triomphe? Nothing. It's fabulous. Paris, Paris, Paris. You know, when you think of Paris, you think of the Louvre, where Louis XIV, this was his palace, and it has the largest collection of paintings and artwork, and it's a place that you should come when you're in Paris. It's a very special place.
The Louvre is the most visited destination. Louis XIV chose the Palace of Versailles for his residence, leaving the house primarily as a place to display the royal collection. I.M. designed the pyramid in the courtyard of the Louvre. The Louvre is the world's largest art museum and a historic monument. It's a landmark. The museum opened in August 1793 with an exhibition of 537 paintings. The Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron lattice tower. It's named after Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and built it for the World's Exhibition in 1889.
You are going to love this destination because it's called Montmartre. It's the highest point in all of Paris, and the artists came here like Toulouse-Lautrec and Picasso, and they're on and on and on. So many artists have spent their time here because it's an artistic community. It's bohemian. It's very special with all the shops, the restaurants, the cafes. You're going to absolutely restaurants, the cafe.
Sacré-Cœur Cathedral sits on the highest point in Montmartre. Cafes are always filled with inquisitive guests and lots of activity. There are lots of cafes, shops, and sights to intrigue you. Some of the famous artists actually lived here, and souvenir shops offer copies of their posters. There is so much activity and joy in Montmartre.
You know, Paris is absolutely amazing. Behind me is the iconic symbol of Paris, the Eiffel Tower, and I'm loving Paris because of the food, the shopping, the people. What could be better than that? Remember, my world is your world. So get up, get out, and travel!
Hope you had as much fun as I did in Paris. Look forward to seeing you at another great destination. So long for now.